Good morning, everyone. Today we will continue our second chapter of political science, and our chapter name is Rights in the Indian Constitution. Now, our topic is writs. Now, what is a writs? First of all, we will know about it. Writs means the court can issue various special orders known as writs. Supreme Court and High Court issue the following writs. These are five. Now, our first writ is habeas corpus. It means that the court order that the arrested person should be presented before it. It can also order to set free an arrested person if the manner or grounds of arrest are not lawful or satisfactory. Means that person must be released. Now, second writ is that is mandums. Mandums issued when the court finds that a particular office holder is not doing the legal duty. In that situation, mandum writ is issued. Now, our third writ is prohibition. Prohibition it issued by a higher court like High Court or Supreme Court when a lower court has considered a case is going beyond its jurisdiction. Now, our fourth writ is that is Surcery. Under this writ, the court order a lower court or another authority to transfer a matter pending before it to the higher authority or court. Now, our last writ is that is writ of quo warranto. If the court finds that a person is holding office but is not entitled to hold that office, it issue the writ of quo warranto and restrict that person from the acting as an office holder. So these are the five writs. Hope it is clear to all. Now our next topic is Human Right Commission. Now we will discuss that topic, Human Right Commission or NHRC. Now, the main functions of Human Right Commissions are inquiry into complaints of violation of human rights. And second point is may visit any jail where persons are detained to study the living condition of the inmates. And now third point is reviews means review acts of terrorism that obstruct the enjoyment of human rights. And fourth, promote research in the field of human rights. And fifth, increases the effort of non-governmental organization working in the field of human rights. So these are the functions of Human Right Commission. Now, our next point is directive principles of state policy. We will discuss directive principles of state policy. The chapter of directive principles list mainly three things. First, the goals and objective that we as a society should adopt. And second, certain rights that individuals should enjoy apart from the fundamental rights, and certain policy that the government should adopt. Now our next topic is relation between fundamental rights and the directive principles state policy. Now first feature is fundamental rights restrain the government from doing certain things, while directive principles exhort the government to do certain things. Now second feature is fundamental rights mainly protect the rights of individuals, while directive principles ensure the well-being of the entire society. So these are our topics. Hope it is clear to all. Thank you so much.